a manifest list. So
till he fits every single one of those.
someone who calms me and drives
Your mind, visualize it, it must happen. That's a law of the universe. I want you to think about what it is you want, but be specific. See it as already done, already accomplished. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. If you say, I've got to do this, you're limiting to them as the only possible way it can happen. Just say, this is what I want. See it as already done, already accomplished. They fill in the blanks.
There was a point in life where I kept attracting the same kind of relationships that were fun and exciting in the beginning, but not relationships that were aligned with my purpose and what I truly and deeply wanted. And it came a point where I started to be really intentional about the kind of love that I wanted to attract. I started to become heavily intentional about the kind of relationship that I wanted to attract and the kind of love that I wanted for myself. And I visualized, I wrote down a list of things I had to go within. And with that, I truly believe that I manifest my dream husband. And I want to share with you guys this journey. So come and join me on this episode.
Energy, you can lay the thought of your new relationship in need. That's a different energy.
What do you mean in need?
Well, if you're feeling
I'm needing someone to love me,
of course, that's a
partner.
different frequency. That's a different energy.
What happens when you're in a need state as opposed to an attraction state?
Well, you're in lack. So now you're trying, you're grasping, you're controlling, you're forcing, you're trying to predict, you're overthinking, overanalyzing, and that's how people live their relationships. So then if you are going to prepare your brain and body for a new relationship, then you would have to become love completely every day. And that signal then that you're sending out into the field can carry the thought of your health, your wealth, your relationship, or whatever. But here's the cool part. When the heart is activated like that, and you feel so whole, so in love with life, so satisfied in the moment, so exuberant that it's impossible to want. Now you're no longer in lack. Now you're so whole that you will magnetize wholeness in your life. The person who's the person that fits the mold energetically, that would be the same as you and yet complement you, so that the two can become one. You cannot...
When it comes to love, I realized it was the moment that I decided to be intentional about love when I was in a previous relationship. And as I said, long story short, the relationship helped me realize the hurt that I had deep within myself, and it just reflected through the person who I was with at the moment. As I realized as I get older, and it doesn't make them a bad person at all. What it made me realize was just the pain and hurt that was inside of me that I needed to work on. Somehow, God gives you situations and circumstances in order for you to be aware, whether you're going to be aware or not. I chose to just be aware of the pain that was being reflected, and love was something that always just like, ooh, I need it, I deserve it, I'm worthy of it. But I realized that as time progressed, I realized that I'm going about it the wrong way. And it's crazy because how I didn't even realize that it even applies to how you approach love. What are your belief systems around love? What do you think about love? What are the examples that you've seen set about love? Because all of those things help shape how you approach love and how you are willing to receive love, right? For example, for me, dating patterns that I noticed about myself in the past was, as I said in the beginning, just attracting relationships that seem exciting in the beginning, but not aligning with my deep core values that I truly believe in, or at least in the beginning you think it is, right? And it's okay, as I always say, because these relationships are there to help you learn and become better. I had to realize that healing was the only way. Healing was very necessary in order for me to break through. And what do I mean by healing? Healing starts with healing of yourself first. I had to heal within myself, right? And realize, what is it that I want? Who am I? What do I really want in everything? Not even just love, life. So what were some of the things that I did? Doing affirmations and writing down stuff was one of the first things that I started to do when I started this journey. Keep going down to, I'm writing it down. And at the same time, I wrote down, what kind of partner am I looking for? Writing down what kind of qualities I wanted, and literally just focusing on the values instead of focusing on superficial traits, and focusing on things like emotional qualities, support, being a man who's supportive, a man who's family orientated, a man who is loving, and it's just about me and just loves me for who the hell I am. And no matter which state or condition I'm in, he's there for me, literally, right? Because sometimes you connect with people and they just there for different wrong reasons. And some people are just not really there 100% for you. And that's one thing that I just wanted and yearned for. Somebody who truly loves me for who I am. It meant everything to me. And also, I realized a big part of intentional manifesting was trusting timing. Because once again, and literally go from a shift of forcing relationships to allowing relationships, right? Because I also realized when you force things, you can't force things. It's friction that's going to be there, right? You have to let things flow. God's timing is not our timing. So you have to learn how to be patient and just learn how to co-create and work with God and believe that He will deliver naturally, like a river flows. You have to let things flow and let things be, and also learning how to stop chasing unhealthy dynamics and all type of stuff, and putting boundaries and loving my freaking self first was number one. Right? Because once again, when you learn to love yourself first, you can show someone how to love you. And I just literally had to trust the process. And trusting the process looked like, after setting those intentions, and letting go of control looks like knowing what I want and just letting it go and believing that God is going to provide and support. And once you let go, I truly believe that you make space for those things to come in. Once you let go is when you're no longer focusing on it too much or even thinking about it too much, and it's stuck down there in your subconscious. I let go. How did I meet this man that I manifest? Me and my homegirl, we see these two dudes across the street. It was like other people around. But as these two dudes across the street, see them looking at us, and they come across the street and they start talking to us. It's my husband and his homeboy, and they start chatting to me and my homegirl, whatever. So I say to him, hey, can you go and get us a bottle in the store, a bottle of Taylor Port, whatever. So he go get it for us. Mind you, his homeboy is still outside. He now comes out the store, and mind you, his homeboy is still chatting, trying to be smooth. So now he comes out the store and he's like, so what's up? Can I get your number and whatever? And I'm like, oh, well, sure, no problem. I give him my number. We keep it pushing, not even thinking nothing about it. Long story short, he tried to call me several times and I just never even really picked up or whatever. And it was one day specifically. He said, I was just about to delete your number. Long story short, he ended up coming to my house one time, and literally when I first opened the door, this is when I first just knew. It was a shock that I got. It was a really weird feeling because I always tell him something about your eyes. It's like his eyes. When I looked in his eyes, it was just like, whoa, I could see my whole future in your eyes. I opened my door and I was like, oh shit, he's the one. And long story short, we became best friends from then on. He was a cool dude. Like, me and my homegirl used to hang out with him. We was all cool, whatever. He was a really great friend from the beginning. And was just weird is that friendship was something that led to us being lovers, being the bestest friends once again for now 17 years. This year is going to be 17 years. That's literally how it happened. And for me, I truly believe that that's nothing but God once again. But I literally just trusted in the process. I literally feel like that's how that took place for me because, like I said, I literally thought about this dude. I had to visualize. I used to literally visualize having someone who loves me, walking down the street with someone who loves me, is holding my hand. I literally had to see it in my mind's eye and feel it. I went through all of those emotions before I could even meet him. When I was thinking about the kind of love that I wanted, I closed my eyes and I visualized a family with someone who would be there for me and be supportive for me and love me unconditionally once again for who I am. I went through those motions. And is he all perfect? Absolutely not. And am I all perfect? Absolutely not. We get on each other's nerves? Yes, we do. But one thing, we respect and we love each other and we understand each other. And for me, I think it's the most important thing. Once you're able to put everything aside and you're able to love, understand, and respect each other, and once you're able to do that, y'all can move mountains together. You become the left and right brain mixed together, unstoppable. And recognizing alignment when it comes, because it felt different. I knew this relationship felt different because it didn't feel chaotic. I didn't have to worry. I really felt safe. I felt heard. I felt loved. I felt everything that I was searching for in him. And I'm just really grateful for that. And once again, any mistakes, any disagreements, any through him, I'm able to refine myself again. And I think it's the beauty behind it. When you can grow together and still learn with each other and still be able to love each other and respect each other and just grow with each other. And the relationship really reflected the intention that I set in so many ways because, as I said, it just felt different. I don't know if it was my mind or what, but I know it's not my mind because my mind always lets me know. And my mind, my intuition just told me, yo, you good. And I'm very grateful for that. Lessons that manifestations taught me about love is that clarity attracts clarity. And I think that once you start to be clear about what it is that you want, you start to draw it to you. God gives you, God brings you that. And I truly believe that you take one step towards God, He does take two towards you. Because once again, God wants you to be. So it's up to you how you want to tap in. Literally, your self-worth also influences who you attract. And that's the attitude that you have to keep. And remember that healthy love doesn't feel stressful. It feels calm. With healthy love, you're not stressed too much. You stress about other shit. You're going to be worried about other things, but not that, because you're going to know, you're going to feel it. Your intuition will always tell you. It will never lie to you. Your intuition is always right. And they train you to not follow your intuition and no, follow your intuition. My message to you is to start to set your own intentions. And are you embodying those qualities that you're looking for in a partner? Because you also have to start to embody them as well. Because remember, you're only going to attract what's inside. And definitely love is all around. Love is possible. And I think if you have given up on love, Please do not, because it's there, and just don't force it. Don't settle, and you're going to be all right. And work with God. Go inward. Talk to God. God is always listening. Everything is always moving. He's always there, waiting for you to talk to him. I love y'all so much, guys. Thank you so much for always tuning in to Rose's Inspirations. And don't forget to tap into the next episode. And remember, love is love. We all here to love one another, right? And I think that once we can all do that, this world will be a better place. And I think if you take it day by day, we all take it day by day, this world will slowly become a better place day by day through understanding, respect, compassion, and love. I love you guys. Peace.